Okay. So we're back with the sinking city. I'm not sure what happened, why I was at a phone booth, because I
Crew of the
didn't
Cyclops.
leave yet.
Semper Fortis, brothers.
Was it? I don't know what exactly sent the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the mental creaking. Water filling the deck and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and blabbing about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I seen was real, but my memories were true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal proved it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Alright, so we just finished Lewis and what's his name? Harthorn?
Never again, they say.
His son got killed by him.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Yeah, I can hand outfits, but I'm not gonna do that. There's nothing in the bathroom. The number of attacks on Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, and more Innsmouthers are exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes the whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther business captured on their own and sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleaned of this fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing, that it started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be with us. See, so I think this is an impact of like my decision is that now there's more, I get racism against the Innsmouthers. Mr. Reed, it seems you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to Devil's Wreath while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. Oh. It's kind of like a Harvest Moon situation. You don't make it home if you just pass right out. Just go into rooms and steal stuff. Perfectly cool thing to do. Oh. Yellow symbols on the floor. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. There are just men with Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there is only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Some of the dog's barking. So, I don't know if that's gonna pick it up. Probably. What's this? Mr. Archer, I've seen you've been dragging things into your room. Mind the floors and I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave.
The door won't budge.
So that door's locked.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Yeah. So, let's go upstairs before we go downstairs and see if there's any. It's looking like only the blue doors I can go into. Gunpowder. So the lighthouse is out of several ships, have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tiny pot up and selling them. It can't be a coincidence. Needs to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't possible to navigate. So there's a map. Anything else on the phone? People shouldn't leave their doors unlocked. The music. Nice painting. I don't think there's anything in this room. That's the room I was just in. Turn myself right around. Okay. Let's go downstairs.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you wanna stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Who are you? What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, alright?
I didn't do anything.
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what
Those
a
little dust
newcomer
specks.
would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Okay.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
So I think people all around are having visions and they're coming here. That's why there's an increase of newcomers. My dear Victor, how is Oakmount treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went. Sadly, but only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives are still interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia. Deal your letter. Hey, sir. I can't get past him, so... Smells casing gunpowder. Where are these books? Did he give them to me, or do I have to go looking for them? There's a letter. Darn, I think I'm starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to make special places, you know, already. Kind of like these secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the traditional dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. I've seen the crooked 8 shape shines the doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The cross-stitched grid sign marks hidden cases of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricade. Dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and a 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. Where are these books?
I'm watching watching you, newcomer.
Oh, wow. Look at this giant crab. I think it's a spider crab, isn't it? I think spider crabs are these gigantic. I might have to get up and go let him out. He might need to. So, hold on a second. I'll be back. Okay. So, now I've let the dog out. We can continue. Some post boxes. I imagine people have not been using cars. Alright, so when your streets are all flooded. Infested area. What is infested? What does that mean? Map. Infested. I'm not sure what that means. There's a bad? Wait, something? So this is fast travel. I don't want to fast travel. I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, so. Oh no, a shark died. I must be able to go and use that boat. Casebook. Lost at sea. Robert Thornton gave me a key to the expedition. Headquarters is north the covered side of the crossroad of Ash Road and Hebert. When an expedition discovered origin of mass hysteria gripping Alchemot. The expedition was to explore the seabed near. Contact the expedition was lost. Albert Thornton was the only known survivor. He was suddenly murdered and hired another expedition dead or alive. Letters from Oak. Look through the weird notes. Oh. He said go ahead, look at the... Oh, so he gave them to me. These are not the ones I picked up. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, is unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz-O'Cannon Street and Old Church Road. It came. The feeling of loneliness and the fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly, and my face, I had to hold the skin with both my hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some Innsmouser kicked me and ordered me away. Lone child. The visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern streets of Coverside. The visions came to me on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. I was so scared to stay inside, but everything was much more worse behind the door. Something scratched the corridor, and there were some terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, I could not hide, I just waited for my mom to return. Is it so? Will I get visions if I go to these locations? Is that what this is? I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Avon. Yeah, they're all giving, like, location. And I had a vision of the intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. I saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped, trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in the reflection, but I have never caught a straight view of this stalker. I'm sure the police will mock me if I come asking for protection. It seems it is time to buy a good, trustworthy gun and start to practice. Mirrors. Disgusting accusation. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was a man. He left the house in Sylvan Oak Grove on Warwick Street, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Street. Our eyes met, and I immediately felt the burning accusation, a wild torment of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing them, kissing. The vision was so intense I bent in two and threw up all my breakfast. He walked past saying something like "cursed newcomers," and I pray he wouldn't stop to help. Even now, when I close my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Call of the ocean. Tonight the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remember a huge apple tree, and I thought it might be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid of the hotel owner would see my seizures. The visions occurred when I was a few blocks away from the apple tree, walking E. Brown Street in the Central Shells. I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to get in the mare and sink into its depths. I was walking Lumber Street in the eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It's not just a vision but a noise, hissing radio static, growing louder and louder. The voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed out Bullock Street towards Heel Oak Street. The hissing flooded my mind. I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying, I felt it. And when it happened, the visions were gone. I'm afraid of the bathroom and the kitchen sink. Every time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they talk to me? This began after a vision in Western Reed Heights, near the crossing of Evan Ward and Baker Street. I saw a man naked, covered in blood, in the room without doors or windows. Surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes, he was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with their voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down the Murdoch Avenue in Western Event, and near Oak Street I was hit with an excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter, and another, but to strike him from behind. Somehow I was both the specter and the sitting man. But no matter how I cried out warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seems I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head. It took me several hours to get back to the hotel. Wow. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights and Washington Street. I passed Evans Street and was heading towards the Oak Street, but I saw it. The thing was running so fast I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window and struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with a shaking hand, something like the last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him, a fetus on thin, pointy legs, with a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shaking. I can't forget. I hope I don't see that one. The local inn smelter scares me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay, walking down Mr. Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the vision came. I stood among the inn-smoker, disguised as one of them, and listened. Their leader read the story of the captain, participating in pagan rite, cooperating with the savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow, because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they struck. It happened in Culver, near the corner of Hannah Street and Old Church Street. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep, and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole something. The hotel owner allowed me to look through weird notes. We found rooms, spare not cupboards. Among them, I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffered from visions and marked the places where it happened. He was trying to avoid them. And the mirror tat. That's just that note. These are the ones I've already read. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Cyclops too. Okay. Ice cream and soda. Dock right here. Man, I just jumped out. Another shark. Like on everybody. Nice tattoo. Is it two like tentacles, like a symbol? Oh, my pinky's falling asleep. This guy's got the same tattoo. He's got a staff. Oh yeah, I was coming over here to do something.
Stop it.
Stop it. Am I looking for this vision? For a second there, I thought I went back into that hose where the last case was. Stepped in it, looked exactly the same, and it was like, there's no way. Yeah, this was like in the exact same spot, but this is different. There wasn't a downstairs. Where is it? Oh, first aid. Sweet. I know these people are down on their luck already, and then I come in and I just like, I'll just take your stuff. What's this? Oh, it's a orca or something. Something that's dead. I heard it creaky. Okay. Just me? I don't know why I suddenly got a lot of items. Who's up here? I saw him for a second. Well, I died.
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. See you later.
I wonder if it, put me here because this is where I actually need to go. Do I have bullets now? So it gave me back my bullets. I don't know what that thing was, but apparently I wasn't supposed to be there yet. Hey, you okay? How's it going, guys? If I go in here, will I have the same problem? symbols. Yeah. There was nothing in here. You just made a guy teleport earlier. Nope. There's Asher. Find Hubert. So here. What's this? Death, I see. I'm stuck. Oh, I unstuck myself. So I can't dock there. I can. Over here on the street I don't want to be at. This is the hotel. should just keep going up this way. So my mistake was getting in a boat at all. I should have just rounded the corner again.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. Oh, it is somewhere. Did I find it? I got lucky.
Guess I don't need the key.
Drivers with bend can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur for 10 minutes of surfacing, include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. Yeah.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Why would they do this? Oops.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Just in case there's something up here. Kill that skeleton, though.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have strong previous unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, religious symbols, which are of no use, and applying these scientific valid methods of protection instead. H. Doe. There's eels. L. Sylvian and B. Morgan. Local fishermen reported numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. I bought a sample of the weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Haraway. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several local mentions a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got several burns after his chiseled part off the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
The Alkmaar University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doug. Her brilliant discoveries and the origin of unit tribes have added a new page of history book to humanity. Now Pastor Doug will embark on an expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood. In doing so, she shed light on what might yet become. Okay.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased. Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased. Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased. Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Why is there a bird? The following must be Grimhaven Bay, no later than Friday. MKB diving suit, air tanks, pumps, canned food, personal belongings, unreadable research equipment, air pipes, phone, station one else responsible for. That man was shooting at me. I never even got anything to say about it.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Why did he shoot at me for? Something upstairs.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Okay. Something happened where it like exited at the game
Burn it
for a
all.
second or something.
Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
What do you mean? Figure this out. They first broke in.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
And then they
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
grabbed papers, and then they came
I
down here
fatah me
to
fe
burn it.
I regach.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Someone's gonna attack me. God. Alright. Okay. Mind place. The expedition is lost. They still have clues to follow up on, but they left the city in a frightened grim way. They must be recent postings or ads. Burned documents. The expedition is lost. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters and destroyed everything in sight. They burned most of the expedition archives, scientific research, interviews with locals, freight, and cargo manifest with crippling clippings and newspaper app. So is that all? An Oklahoma Chronicle. Oops. That's this? there yet.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts. The missing people all seem to have ended up here for some reason.
The mystery of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And it doesn't help that most of them aren't thinking straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. And maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
Archives. Period. After the flood. 19th century. The 30-ton ship Titan is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as an eating or underwater ventures and expedition. The price is 70 rifle bullets for the equivalent therefore per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for searching details. Can be found at Pier 3 Open Port. Okay. Picture of Bigfoot. What looks like Thornton kissing some guy. The KKK. Party with a bunch of Bigfoot. Hamlet. Someone holding a skull. Trophies. That statue is floating. These are old printing presses.
Stay safe.
What info did I get? Titanic. Pier 3, Oakland Port. Back where I was. Is there a fast travel booth somewhere? Looking great. Rats? Gross mutated ones. This is not where I wanted to go. I need to go street over. Jeez. Where did you shoot that man for? Fast travel booth should be over here. Okay. So there's that in the giant statue. You okay, lady? Just taking a nap? So I did see Pier 3 earlier. Excuse me.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey,
What's going
Help
on?
what?
Sea creatures swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
He's got some nice eyes. It's like, oh my goodness. Where they at? My God.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
Poor
Shot dead.
person.
Point blank.
Shot? Oh, I don't have any ammo. How do you reload? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did it jump back in the water?
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man. This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby undertake to board on my vessel Titanna. Any persons designated by Robert Thornmartin, the cargo detailed and attached to my manifest, as well as to provide them with any necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as dividing support for underwater exploration and marine life observation. Aforementioned service will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterwards, Titanna will provide transport to all the passengers in Upmore. Compensation will be 70 bullets.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Ooh, shadow reflection.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
To the mayor with you! Ugh. Die! Die!
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
You can't take me! Eat this!
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
drink. All we've seen. And you telling me
To the mayor with you! Die! Die! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away. They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
This Sanders, what kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
He'll now be seeking medical aid. Thinking there's gonna be like a shadow thing like there was for Robert, but I'm not seeing one. Would he have gone to the bar?
Bunch.
The bar is closed. Seeking medical aid, huh? Is there? Oh, so they're saying he would have maybe gone here. Feel dark out. So, where was that booth? It was not this way, man. Yeah. Okay. What's this? It's nighttime, I should go to the elderly. I can't go anywhere else at night? I guess not. I don't like that. I can't go to sleep. What's the point of not being able to fast travel at night then?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Okay. Forgot there's no...
something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess.
A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
My head? No complaints, I'm good.
Well, you're the exception these days. We're simply overflowing with patients.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork. But you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Bye.
Where's your archives? Patience. Peter Crowley, 29. Oh, my multiple burn fragments, wounds, stress and face results of explosion, several injuries, wounds, deep wounds, kinds of so. Okay. Joseph Willow. Quiet, please. Yeah. Drop. Are the patients up or down? Portraits, yeah. This is storage. Clear water. Reach in that coffin and steal some stuff. So I don't want to be down here. I want to go up there. And then Joseph, he checked in that.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete, explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
Guy in bed.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
What would you eat leeches for?
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders. Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. They'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there. Underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Tell me
What happened
what
during the
happened on
final
the last
dive?
dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
I was
Why
on
were
the
you drinking?
Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. What happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
Could you take
Where
me
was
out
the
to where
last
the last
dive?
dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Get better soon.
Okay. Hi. See you later.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.
Looks like a doctor lady who I can't speak to. Don't mind me. So. Great looking bathroom. No, that's not where I want to go.
Be safe.
We don't have any free beds left.
Oh. Okay. We're complaining of noise in the sleep. He's behaving strangely. March 22nd. Reached the crew reporting hallucinations. 23rd. Distribute run. Hopefully it will distract them. Found an air pocket in the caverns near Devil Tooth. Close to the city. Scientists discovered bald, ancient walls, crashed crate with tools. Lieutenant Tate and Myers down to investigate the service. Deadline. Tate and Myers returned with only Albert Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged. His madness is disturbing, unsettling. The crew dragged Albert to life on the and tried to stop them from resulting in immunity. Where's the door? There it is. Mad. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. Looks like the next thing is you gotta go to Devil Teeth. Or I don't know where that is. I wish it would auto put them on the map for me. It's basically a word search and I suck at those. Devil's Teeth. Devil's Teeth, Devil's Teeth, Devil's Teeth. Where is it? Coordinates are marked on the map. The fact that they're not marked on the map is what is annoying. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. Now I'm gonna leave it here. I really hate the map mechanic. Like, why can't I just like auto place them where you're supposed to go? It's like I gotta find the exact street and place it myself. That's very annoying. But see you guys in the next one.